Thoughts are like organisms. They have distinct characteristics that can affect our mood, influence our behavior, and multiply to take on a life of their own. The more potent a thought is, the more it seems to repeat itself in our mind throughout the day.
Very warm and genial good morning to all our cherished and sprightly well-wishers of the Christ Nagar family. Today we are embarking on yet another journey on the Christ vibes.
Today, the most important day of a living being's life. As the famous saying goes, yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, that's why it's called the present. Today is the big truth staring right in front of our very own eyes. So we Christ Nagarians urge you to accomplish and achieve your goals, dreams and aspirations one by one. Let's not waste this day waiting for someday.
Let's start the day with a riddle. Are you ready? Okay, brace yourselves. My voice is tender, my waist is slender, and I'm often invited to play. Yet, wherever I go, I have to take my bow, or else I have nothing to say. What am I? Anyone? Yes, it is a musical instrument, violin. Let's all get transported into a world-filled mellifluous recital by this magnificent instrument by Swagata of Class 9.
Today I am going to play Kirtana Himagiri Taniye, Ragam Shraddha Nanyasi, Talam Adi.
transported into that astounding performance. Storytelling is an art that needs perseverance, determination, and time. Come on, let's hear a story by Matthew B. Cherian of Class 11.
Hello all, my name is Matthew Bicharian and I'm from Class 11E. I'm going to tell you a story titled Thicker Than Blood. The protagonist of the story is Ram, a teenager who is very short-tempered. When he got into a fight, the other person said something he probably shouldn't have. And because of this insult, Ram went home in a very bad mood. He opened the door, put his bag on the couch and sat by the dinner table. His mother was in the kitchen and she was cooking food. His mother asked him how his day was going. Ram replied that it was none of her business. Ram's mother did not like this attitude one bit, and she said that I deserve some respect. I am your mother after all. But Ram replied, "You're not my mother. I'm adopted. My friend told me. I am adopted, aren't I? Tell me the truth." Ram's mother was shocked. Ram was indeed adopted. Ram's parents had gotten him from an orphanage when he was just a baby, and the secret had been concealed for so long. Ram was getting very impatient. "Well, tell me, aren't I adopted? Why didn't you tell me the truth earlier? I'm 15 years old now. Don't you think I can handle the truth?" Ram's mother still could not say anything. Ram, being very angry, stormed out of the apartment building. He did not know where to go. He just knew that he had to go somewhere far away from this place. As he walked, he became very tired and hungry. He decided to rest under a tree for a while. He didn't know what to do, so he thought it would be great for him to cool off. It was almost night. He saw a shadow lurking in the distance. It was a big dog coming closer to him. It was foaming at the mouth. It was obvious that the dog was rabid. As it inched closer, it growled, its hackles raised. Ram somehow thought that he was going to die. He did not have the energy to run. He hadn't eaten for the whole day after all. Ram was saying his prayers, and he realized the importance of family. He realized that even if his parents aren't his biological parents, he still cared for him for all these years. They didn't care that he wasn't their biological child, but he still was treated with such love and care. Ram was crying at that point and praying for a miracle to happen. And suddenly, he saw another shadow running in the distance. It was his mother and father running towards him. They both yelled at the dog to go away. The dog, being very frightened at the sudden increase in the number of people, ran away, barking. Ram's parents came closer to him and hugged him. At that moment, Ram could only think one thing: how grateful he was to have this beautiful family. They all went home that day, and they went on to live a very happy life. That was all. Thank you.
A story about relationship, a very intense deception of human life. Story written and told by our very own Matthew, an oldest form of Indian classical dance, indigenous to a neighbouring state, Tamil Nadu. The actor resembles the Tamil bride's dress. Any takers? Yes, it is none other than Bharatanatyam. We have Anchika and Anika of Class 9 to enchant us with their dance performance.
performance, girls. It was really impressive. I have eyes, but I can't see. I have skin, but I can't feel anything. I can be sweet, but I'm not a piece of candy. I can be baked, but I'm not a cake. I can be peeled, but I'm not a carrot. Well, it's a potato. Now, Joel from class 9 is going to render us a succulent and flavorsome recipe where he is going to use, yes, you guessed it right, potato.
Hi everyone, I'm Joel, studying in class 9G. Today I'm going to make potato breadsticks. So these are the ingredients we have here. 2 large potatoes and 1 medium-sized potato. The potatoes should be cut like this. Now moving to the breadcrumbs. These are homemade breadcrumbs. And the egg. 3 medium-sized eggs beaten up as you can see. Now moving to the spices. We have red chili powder and garam masala. You can also use chaat masala and salt. Moving to the sauces. We have soya sauce and pizza sauce. Now let's make this amazing snack. First we have to boil the potato. Now I'm going to add these potatoes into the boiling water. Now as I have set my potatoes to cool down, let's move to the rest. Now we have 6 to 8 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. Next we have to add 1/4 of a teaspoon garam masala. Then we have to add 1 spoon of red chili powder. Then salt to taste. Let's mix it. Now I'm going to pour the beaten eggs. Next we should add 1 teaspoon of pizza sauce, then 1 teaspoon of soya sauce, then some more salt. Now we have to blend it. Now let's take the cold potato, soak it into the egg mixture and then coat it with the breadcrumbs. As you can see, the potatoes are coated. Let's fry them. Instead of oil, I'm using butter to fry them. Now the butter has melted. Now let's add the potatoes. The potatoes should be fried in medium flames. Now as you can see, my potatoes have come quite well. Now let's serve them. Now my potatoes are ready to be served.
Such a refreshing and mouth-watering recipe. I'm sure I'll try it today itself. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what make life meaningful. Our tiny toads of class 1 are here to attempt the challenge. Yes, they are going to attempt some tongue twisters for us. So, without further delay, Let's watch these vibrant kids perform some tongue twisters for us.
Two witches, what two watches? Which, would, what, which, what? If two witches, what two watches? Which, would, what, which, what? A sailor went to see what he could see, and all that he could see was see. Sailor went to see what he could see, and all that he could see was see. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said this butter is bitter for my batter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said this butter is bitter for my batter. Swan swam over the sea. Swim, swan, swim. Swan swim back again. Well, swim, swan. Swan swim over the sea. Swim, swan, swim. Swan swim back again. Well, swim, swan. Fresh fried fish, fish fresh fried. Fried fish, fish fried fresh. Fresh fried fish, fish fresh fried. Fried fish, fish fried fresh.
Still confused on how to say these twisters. Kudos, my little friends.
The semi-classical dance has its origins from Indian classical dance and folk dance, which when put together is called as the semi-classical form. The steps and moves of semi-classical dance are not as much as complex and intricate as in pure classical form. The semi-classical dance, we have none other than Anjali of class 11 to mesmerize us with her elegance. Let's get enraptured into her gracefulness.
पार्वती रमणानि नगे नमो चंद्रचूड शिवशंकर पार्वती रमणानि नगे नमो सुंदरतर विराग सुंदरतर विराग
तेरे यारा रहने दे, आँखों से ये आँखों वाली गल कहने दे, दिल विच तेरे यारा मैनू रहने दे, आँखों से ये आँखों वाली गल कहने दे, धड़कन दिल दी है तेनू पहचाने, तू मेरा है मैं हूँ तेरी रब भी जाने।
तू रह सकदी नहीं मैं रह सकदा नहीं, तेरे बिन यारा और कितने तकदा नहीं, क्या
Thank you, Anjali, for the charming performance. So, folks, shall we now look into some of the updates regarding our esteemed school? On Friday, 2nd October, students with an euphonious voice and electrifying personality came together for the exuberant and vivacious VJ Hunt initiated by our very own Department of English. Students from grade 6 to 12 from both state and CBSE participated in this hunt, auditioning their talent to get a spot as a VJ. Now let's check a few highlights from this event.
Namaste, Sashrikala, Namaskaram, dear Christ Nagarians. Roses are red, violets are blue. Honey is sweet, but not as sweet as you. Ah, what a wonderful audience I have here. Every day we have the chance to meet and be with people. Well, there are some that leave an impact on our hearts. It may be the way they carry themselves, the way they talk, their smile, the kindness they show to us, or how we see them with others. So, I have this interesting person whom I've met. So let me let me share a few qualities of that person. So the first and the foremost thing is that when I just think of him, a smile just automatically pops on my face. So the first clue I'm going to give you is that the person is a he. Okay, so this person is very enthusiastic and he makes us all feel comfortable and loved, and he teaches really well, okay? He makes his class really fun.
Hello, it's VJ Najagmani here. You're watching Chris Vibes, powered by the English department. You can find a lot of interesting people in every field of life, whether it be in cinema, education, health, politics, or even in sports.
Hi everyone, a very wonderful good evening. What an amazing day it is. The rains have stopped and the sun is out. One of the best days so far. I'm Angela Miriam Vargas, and today I want to talk about being one's own superhero. Yes, you heard me right. I did say superhero. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not going to be talking about Batman, Spider-Man, Superwoman, or not even the fantastic and amazing Avengers. Completely unrelated to today's topic, I do love Avengers a lot, but they are not my favorite superhero. I'm going to be talking about one of the very important questions that we should ask ourselves at least once in our life. Can I be my own superhero? Can I be my own superhero? A question I often ask myself. Yes, I can be my own superhero. When I show empathy to the people around me, when I'm really concerned about the sorrows of human beings, when I care for nature and its sustenance for the future generations.
കാര്യമായിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു, ഗംഭീരമായിട്ട് അവതരിപ്പിച്ചു, നല്ല കണ്ടന്റ് ആയിരുന്നു, നല്ല മോഡുലേഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു, പിന്നെ നന്നായിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു. അടുത്ത വട്ടം അതിനൊന്ന് സ്റ്റോറി മോഡിലേക്ക് മാറ്റണം. ഈ പറഞ്ഞതിനെ സ്റ്റോറി ആക്കാൻ എളുപ്പമാണ്. ഇപ്പൊ ഈ പറഞ്ഞ കണ്ടന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മൾ ഒരു സ്പീച്ച് പറയുന്നതിനേക്കാൾ കൂടുതൽ നല്ലതാണ് ഇതേ കാര്യങ്ങളെ ഇന്ററാക്റ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് പറയുന്നത്. കേടാ?
Okay, sir.
Those were some tremendous visuals. Really proud of you, my dear friends. Time to let us borrow the responsibilities and duties of a school authority and to obtain the opportunity to administer the venture of being in the shoes of our teachers and other officials in the school. Yes, dear ones, I'm talking about the Students' Day, which is going to be conducted on Monday, 5th October. Yes, That's tomorrow. Our teachers have already done the screening process and selected the student teachers for each department who are ardently waiting for their chance to prove themselves as the captains of our school. All the very best to all of them. Observations, evaluations, assessments. If we need to do better, we need all these three. In short, we need feedbacks. So, here are some feedbacks for our last week's Cruise Vibes. Dear Cruise Vibes, the episode with the theme of heart was mind-boggling. My family and I watched it and started to make adjustments in my day-to-day life. Thank you so much. You're welcome, my dear parents. We are eager to hear your suggestions and appreciations in the coming weeks as well. Heartfelt gratitude to the organizers for the episode where Dr. Zulfikar Ahmed gave us an informative yet touching talk about heart. Thank you, Chris Vibes. Thank you, parents, for your valuable feedback. We expect all our benefactors to let us know what you think about our show so that we can take necessary steps to continue or change. With that, I, Divya Ismail of Class 11 is signing off. Have a productive weekend. Ciao.
Tommy from Class 11 thanking all our patience and supporting viewers. Thank you all. Till next week, sayonara.